I I like you. Like that. Oh my god. He invented it. Yay. Hey you guys, how you doing? I'm Richard with Everlasting Gaming and welcome back to Forget Me Not. We're inside his house, you guys. Well, almost inside his house. He's right there, but his house is right there. So hey, we're making progress. We've gotten so close these past couple weeks. We're right here. Oh my god. I'm freaking out. I'm excited. You're excited. That's why you're here. Let's keep this going. Well, we're here. Before I know it, I'm already over at Michael's house. It took about 15 minutes to walk there, about the same distance as my own house. His house was larger than I ever thought it would be. It looks new, probably built within the last 3 years, and the landscaping is beautiful. Somebody in the house definitely has to constantly maintain it. Somehow, though, I always imagined Michael to be a living alone type of person. Not to mention, I can't even fathom the image of his parents at all. Holy crap, your house is big! I let out a chuckle and look up at the house. I wasn't expecting it to be so nice. Michael turns around and grunts with a displeased frown. He's not a fan of the fancy life. It's not really that special. He unlocks the door without looking at his hands and lets me in. Thanks. That's very gentlemanly of you. Aren't I always? I like him. He's such a sarcastic little hyper dude. He smiles and tilts his head to the side, and turns around and shut the door. I'm thankful he caught on to my sarcasm, but to the contrary, he usually is a gentleman. Well, want to show me around then? I quickly change the subject and stare in awe at everything in the living room. He nods and begins leading me into a room farther into the house. The interior is impressive, but I keep my compliments to myself for now. While I'm fascinated with the house, I can't help but wonder, where are his parents? Are they working? The house feels so hauntingly empty. Oh no. Is it gonna get dark again? Over here is the kitchen. Excuse me. And if you go down that hallway, there's a bathroom. But we'll probably be in my room upstairs. There's a bathroom up there too. We're going to his bedroom, you guys. We're gonna be where he sleeps and watches Netflix, and we're gonna cuddle and do homework stuff, and it's gonna be great. He let out a sigh, and we both stand around for a moment in silence. He seems tired, maybe a little bit irritated. He was the one who invited me over, so there's not much I can feel sorry about. Either he really wants me to catch up on the project, or... well, off to my room we go, I guess. He smirks and gently pushes me in the direction of the stairs. That's cute. It's like, that way. I gasped, suddenly interrupted from my thoughts. I cleared my throat awkwardly and quickly got myself back together. He finally realized where he was going. Took you long enough. You don't have all day to catch you up on things, you know. Michael raises an eyebrow mischievously and crosses his arms. Me? Holding you back? You've been pretty spacey lately, you know. He pats me on the shoulder and walks in front of me, leading me up the stairs. I glare at him from behind, wanting to say that he looked pretty bad himself, too, but decided against it. I know he has a lot to worry about anyway. I'm surprised he can still hold out a smile and joke around like usual. I'm tempted to ask him what's wrong, and we're alone. It's a perfect opportunity. I'm sorry, if I was alone in my crush's bedroom, I would be blushing up a storm. But how should I bring up the subject to Michael? Oh, jeez. Well, last time we asked him flat out, he kind of freaked out. Remember at the beach when we asked him about the whole sexuality thing? I think because this is such a sensitive thing, we're going to do it slowly this time, because it ended horribly last time. I wouldn't want to upset him by saying anything harsh, so slowly bringing it up might make sense. Hopefully he'll talk about it with me. We're friends after all, right? It's funny, Emmett's inner dialogue is so, compassionate and considerate, but his outer dialogue is just so, I don't give a fuck, and in your face. It's ridiculous. We finally reach the top of the stairs, and he opens the door on the left to present his room. I expected it to be more extravagant, but he looks like any normal teenage boy's room. Is that supposed to be like a Star Wars Jedi thing over here? I don't watch a lot of Star Wars, to be honest with you, and as much as here comes the hateful comments, I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. I don't know why, I just think space is so boring. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Am I wrong? Prove me wrong, wonderful viewers. There's a couple of posters on the wall, and various items scattered on the desk, where a TV sits. I can even spot some sort of video game console, too. Why am I not surprised? He seems like the type of person who still has a kid in him. Michael travels to the edge of the room and pulls out a blue beanie bag chair. I love beanbag chairs. Seat's all yours. He sits on the edge of his bed and I take a seat on the chair. It feels a little odd since I'm practically sinking in, but a smile flashes momentarily across my face. Beanie bag chairs are pretty fun to sit on. It's been forever since I've actually sat in one. Well, we should get started on catching you up then. You'll be happy to know, you guys, I'm drinking water. Today is day 1 of me trying to quit soda. I got this. Michael blinks and looks taken aback, like he had completely forgotten why I came over. His shock fades to a light smirk, and he nods. So serious. That's just like you, Emmett. Well, what did I miss? Did he just forget why he even invited me over? Okay, come on, dude. You're not that clueless. He did not invite you over with the idea of, let me catch up on my studies. No. He wants to catch up on seeing what you look like without a shirt on. Because that's how he's so flirtatious, but he just isn't outright saying it. We're gonna see. I went through a lot of trouble to get all these papers. Well, not that much. I have the project guidelines for literature, and there's just 2 sheets of homework in Algebra 2. I pull out my backpack and start rummaging inside for my folder where I keep the papers. I finally find the folder and hand the sheets of paper to him. It didn't take that much time to catch him up with the lesson in algebra. He reads over the papers with a slightly unenthused face, but he listens to me when I start to tell him about the lesson. He's more interested in you, buddy. Time goes by, and I'm finished with explaining everything, so we finally have time for ourselves now. Uh-oh, time for some bonding. Yay. I can't believe Roger's in our group. Damn. You guys really hate each other that much? Well, he doesn't talk to me very much, but when he does, you can tell he's just pissed off at me for existing or something. I doubt he'd do anything serious, but it'll definitely make the group a hell of a lot more awkward. Michael heaves a sigh and we're silent for a while. I'm then reminded of my decision on asking him about his recent behavior. My decision to suddenly weave my question into the conversation and then ask him. That's how you should do it. The silence is the perfect chance to bring up the right topic. Might as well do it now. Michael? Yeah? So, how are you feeling? How does that make you feel, buddy? Huh? Michael stares blankly at me, and I realize this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. Well, how are you feeling about, school? I bailed! I suck! Sports? Yeah, basketball. How's that going? My nervous smile twitches. Michael furrows a brow and seems to worry about my question. He glances a little to the side to smile, then answers my question. It's fine. We're actually getting ready for a match with Lincoln. Hopefully we'll get a few winning home runs in the next match. Yeah, of course. Did he just say home runs in basketball? Is that a thing in basketball? Because last thing I checked, isn't that a baseball thing? Watch, he doesn't even play baseball or basketball. Oh my god, if he doesn't, then that whole thing with the coach could take a whole other turn. We're not going to go there. But we're going to find out. Eventually, I guess, but I don't want to think about it right now. A home run is a baseball term. Ah, I knew it! I'm paying attention. Emmett's not paying attention. Yes, I play basketball. Yeah, he's fucking with him. Yeah, I knew that. Michael lets out a chuckle and seems to relax his gaze. Never mind, I just wanted to test you. Does he expect me to know all that much about basketball anyway? Well, any sport for that matter. Michael sighs and smiles back at me. Oddly, he seems to be in a good mood now. Is he just forcing himself? Or am I just being paranoid about this? Why do you ask? Well, it wasn't really about basketball at all, really. I glance down at the ground and Michael seems almost intrigued as he speaks. Oh, we're gonna get serious, you guys. Oh, really? Though he sounds like he already knows I'm trying to ask and is trying to make me say it. I can't imagine why he would, though. It means he probably just wants to talk about it, dude. Maybe it's just me again. What do you want to ask me about? Looking back at him, his face looks a little more serious. Well, I'm at the end of the rope. There's nothing else I can say except the truth. Yeah, well, I guess you've been acting a little strange lately. I don't know, I've just been getting this feeling that there's something wrong. I look away from him, and now I feel stupid for saying anything. I don't know if I like the way he worded that. I'm starting to think I just have an overactive imagination. Michael scratches his neck a little bit and shrugs. I glance back at him and wait for an answer. Well, I haven't been in the best of moods lately. I've just been tired and a little bit stressed out. That's all. I feel like I should believe him, but his tone makes it sound like an excuse. Tired and stressed, huh? You threw up in a trash can 2 weeks ago. You have a douchebag of a coach, and you're completely exhausted today. Yeah, you're definitely just tired and stressed. I obviously didn't like his answer very much. Did you come over here just to make me feel worse about myself? Oh no, let's not argue, come on. Michael's once calm demeanor distorts into an irritated glare at me. Quickly, I try to make my point before he cuts his anger loose. No, I did it. I'm not trying to. I'm just worried, that's all. I'm sorry if I made you feel, crappier than you're already feeling. It's okay. I'm not feeling good, actually. But it's okay. It's not all that serious. It's okay if you don't want to talk about it. See, it's a good thing we did this, slowly. Because look at how quickly he was to kind of claw back at us. If we would have just dove in, it would have just been an instant right to the jugular with him. So I'm glad we didn't dive into that. You don't have to. The atmosphere feels more sullen now, and I can't help but think this is pretty much my fault. You're looking out for a friend. There's nothing wrong with that. I let out a sigh and get up from the chair. I've been on it for such a long period of time that it feels weird now. Yeah, beanbag chairs just mush it into them, and everything else just feels strange. I stand up for a little bit, then sit on the bed next to Michael, close enough for a conversation. They're literally nose to nose. How you feeling, buddy? It's kind of weird being this close, isn't it? After a couple of seconds, I just decide to lie on my back to stretch my aching muscles. Well, stretch is just a normal part of high school. We'll get through it. I hear Michael mumble a little in agreement, but after that, there's not much sound coming from him. It looks like Michael is thinking intensely. Looking at him has gotten me thinking about things, too. It's not like me to let out really optimistic lines, but recently, I kind of changed ever since I met Michael, huh? Can't say for certain that I've always been like this, but maybe this part of me was always here. Maybe the right person needed to come along and take it out of me. Oh, Michael's the right person. How cute is that? Michael seems to be that right person. Yay! I admit, he's really changed me. I don't really care about what caused it, whatever it is. Either way, it's probably a change for the better. Awkward silence. I turn a bit to Michael, who seems deep in thought. Hey, are you? As I begin to trail off, Michael starts to speak again, but this time he's not looking at me. There's something I've been wanting to tell you. Yeah? I answer calmly, since I'm feeling relaxed. Lying down like this, it makes me almost want to go to sleep. I'm also somehow ignoring the strange, serious tone in Michael's voice. Remember how we had that talk about my sexuality? Here it is, you guys. Moment of truth. All you fangirls, whip out your fan art and your popcorn and your little chibi dolls of Michael and Emmett. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Fangirls and fan guys. Let's just all go in. Let's all come together and just enjoy this moment. Yeah. He's blushing. I like you. Like that. Oh my god. He admitted it. Yay. I'm going to drink some water and some celebration. In an instant, the room grows completely silent. I'm in complete shock. You're so stupid. How did you not realize it from the very beginning? Michael likes me? Michael likes me. Michael likes me? This was completely unexpected. And then again, now that I look back on everything, why didn't I expect this? The way he's treated me, the way he's acted, all the pieces are starting to fit together now. I gulp in an attempt to say something. But what do I say? I'm speechless. Before I know it, Michael starts to speak again. I'm disgusting, aren't I? I like my only best friend. Oh, don't go all dark Michael on us again, please. Don't freak out. I just wanted to be normal. Hey, you are normal. There's nothing wrong with liking anyone of any gender or anything. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. I just keep making the same mistakes. Sounds like he's trying to repress who he is. It's sad. No, don't do that. We love you, Michael. You're great. Michael's silent for a brief moment before turning around slowly to face me. There. Are you happy now? You finally got your answer. He sounds so bitter, so completely disgusted with himself. It almost hurts to see him like this. Who was sick enough to make him despise himself this much? Whoever that person was, I heard him before. He can't choose who he likes. I realize that I've gotten up into a stiff sitting position, looking straight into his eyes. Oh my god, you guys, if we kiss, I'm gonna, like, my heart. My thoughts are racing, trying to muddle through the shock. Worst of all, I've got to say something. Quick. I take a deep breath and say the first thing on my mind. You can't choose who you like. My voice comes out a little stressed and weary, but it's still loud enough for him to hear. In return, Michael gives me a confused glance, almost as if I'm talking in a completely different language. He's so sensitive. I have to assure him that I'm comfortable with the situation. If I do that, maybe it'll calm him down for now. You couldn't choose it, so don't beat yourself up over it. Yeah, but don't you hate me? Why would I hate you? Isn't it weird, a guy liking you like this? Don't you feel used? Those words he's using, somebody really hurt him. Violated even? What are you saying? Michael's glare is cold. It sends shivers down my spine, and it isn't helping me feel any better about this. He's trying to manipulate me into hating him. That's really messed up. Just admit it already. It's not normal having me like you. You don't even feel the same way. Oh, I do. It almost slipped. Suddenly I begin to think, do I return Michael's feelings? I never even gave it any thought. Somehow, though, I'm not opposed to it. All I've ever been thinking about lately is him. You obviously like him. Even before this, it was obvious. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Emmett's liked him from the very beginning? I think so. Not just because I'm a fan of these two as a pair, but, like, he's been giving all the signals. The blushing and the avoiding eye contact and all that stuff. You tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Michael's problems, Michael's homework, Michael. This guy's my friend too, but I don't think about her nearly as much and obsessively as I do Michael. Is this where you draw the line between friendship and maybe something more than friends? Michael sighs and I'm pulled back out of my trance. He gives me a sympathetic look and then turns away. I'm sorry about all that. I get really worked up with this kind of stuff. Well, thanks for accepting me. I know other people wouldn't, so I thought you'd be the same. Let's still be friends. Forget I even said anything. No. Before I realize it, I grab the sleeve of Michael's shirt. Uh-oh. Here we go. He blinks with confusion, taken aback, and I let go only to point at myself. I think I like you too. What the hell do you mean? That's not a very good response to that. Suddenly, I feel like an epiphany washing over me as I explain myself to Michael. I mean, I'm not resisting, right? If I didn't feel the same way, I would have said so. So that can only mean that I return your feelings. That's really not how it works, Emmett. Why? You don't believe me? When you confessed, I didn't crush your feelings. That isn't a confession at all, Emmett. You're just confused, okay? I'm confused? I'm confused. Yeah, well, not everyone realizes they're gay by magic. Also, like, I think this is only the second time the word gay has even been used. I think it's interesting how they kind of dance around it and make it romantic, but also kind of tragic. It's crazy and kind of sad. Depression is a terrible thing. Conversation is getting nowhere, and now he's made me feel like a joke. Yeah, he did kind of do that. What does it take to get him to believe me? Uh-oh. What is it going to take? Climbing on top of him and kissing him? Oh my god! Well, that's what he wants to do. That's actually kind of a good idea. Well, something like that. I mean, if you do something else, I'm going to have to censor this a little bit, but we're going to find out, I guess. It's pretty dumb, but what else can I do? If I don't make myself clear now, he'll never believe me. Suddenly, I move my hand closer to Michael's and intertwine it with his. It's a bold move that gets his attention very quickly. Almost immediately, he looks at me sharply, and his voice is flustered. If he punches me or something, I'm going to be pissed. Well, he does like me after all. Oh, you guys. Ah, we're holding hands. This is beautiful. Emmett? What are you doing to my hand? And we're both... He's sweating his little head off. Look at those. And they're both blushing. This is beautiful. I'm holding it, obviously. What? Michael stutters incomprehensible words as he clenches his teeth nervously. He turns his head away so he can't see me. You don't like me. My eyebrow twitches slightly with irritation. Not only is Michael stubborn, he's also disregarding my feelings completely. What does he think? I'm trying to be nice to him? I would never force myself on someone like this for the sake of being nice. What does he think I am? Yeah, Michael is being kind of stubborn here. I'm feeling just a little more annoyed than usual, so I twist his face around to look at me. I'm not doing this for my own amusement, Michael. What do you think? It's a hobby of mine to go around and flirt just for the sake of doing it? I didn't say you were doing it for the fun of it. Think I'm trying to be nice to you? Trying not to hurt your feelings? Bingo. Right on the mark. Yep. He's so worried that he's going to get hurt, and what I think he's doing is he's trying to push him away. Because last time he got this close, it ended horribly. Why would I lie to you just to make you feel better? That would hurt you more than anything to find out I didn't like you like that. After that, I heave a sigh and relax my hands by my side. I'm no longer touching Michael, and we are both turned away from each other. I feel like giving up, but I don't really know what I'm trying to give up on exactly. Maybe trying to convince Michael? Or maybe was I secretly hoping for a kiss? Do it! Do it! Emmett? Yeah? Sorry. It's just hard for me to believe that someone would actually return my feelings. I trust you more than anything, but somehow I just refuse to believe it. That means he's been either rejected or repressed for so long that he can't process, and that's so sad. Love is love, people. Maybe it's because you're afraid. I've been with my boyfriend for 6 wonderful years, and I'm very happy with him. He's my babies. Michael's eyes widen a little as he looks at me curiously. Afraid? What if what Michael's feel more than anything else? What if what Michael feels more than anything else is himself? The fear of being judged because of who he is? Has he been through this nightmare before? I want to get inside his head. I want to ask him about it. Making him talk about it is out of the question right now. Why? We've gotten so far. I decide to give up thinking deeply for now, and instead lighten up the sullen atmosphere. Well, enough of all that, then. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I was about to kiss you? What? Yay! What? What? Would it be terrible if I just, stopped the video here? Don't worry, I'm not. But wouldn't it be horrible if I did? You never said that. I didn't? Well, I was going to anyway. You probably haven't even kissed anyone before. I love their little jabs, their playful jabs at each other. So? Haven't you heard the expression, there's a first time for everything? Michael heaves a sigh in defeat. I'm almost certain Michael has had some experience, and he'd probably be the one to initiate anything. But some part of me is feeling a little reckless. It's because you've been wanting this for a long time. I can't help feeling like this will end up one giant embarrassment. Michael crosses his arms and puts on a rather smug look. Let's see what you can do then. Oh my god. That look he gives me sends shivers down my spine. I avert my gaze and try to think of what to do exactly. I've never kissed anyone before. And not only that, when I try to think of what to do first, this isn't as simple as it sounds. There's so much pressure. But I can't decide to back down now. I've already told him I'd kiss him. I gulp and think of one thing I can do. Okay. So, here we go. This is that moment we've all been waiting for. The confession of love. Unfortunately, this is all the time we have for now, but we are literally about to kiss. This is where the video is going to end for today. Holy crap. I know you're all screaming at me, no, why now? But unfortunately, we're out of time for today. I cannot wait to see, like, are we going to be boyfriends now? Sky is going to freak out. And that guy, Roger's going to freak out. Hopefully, Jose got hit by a bus or something, because I can't stand Jose. This is insane and absolutely friggin' beautiful. You gotta love when people finally admit their feelings for each other. It's a beautiful thing to say. I want to know what you guys think below. Do you guys think this has been building up to this point? Do you guys think this is a mistake? Do you guys think that maybe now Michael will finally open up to us and tell us what the hell happened with him and the coach? Because I know I want to know. Alright, you guys. If you guys like new and exciting gaming videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get notified every time I post. I post every day. Alright, you guys. Hey, it's been a blast. I'm Richard with Everlasting Gaming, and as always, have a good night.